Hello and welcome to my last project, The Last Light. This VR experience puts the viewer into a world in which the Earth is fading away literally. During the adventure, the users will be taken into perspective of a young eco designer who can communicate with a story that evolves through choosing it. In this video, the story and the characters, the environment design, the interactivity, and user testing process will be presented. At the close of this presentation, you will be able to explain how virtual reality can be applied to enhance ethical thinking and environmental consciousness by the use of immersive storytelling technique. This is just a brief summary of my points of discussion in this video. I will begin with presenting the story and the construct of the last light. Next, I will discuss with you the models of the physical design and the interaction of the users with the environment. I will also talk about feedback on the experience obtained after testing and changes that I implemented. Last but not least, I will comment on creativity. The goal of the last slide is to transport users in a provocative VR experience where their choices have actual consequences. The story instills the sense of empathy, critical thinking, and environmental awareness as it is simulating the dying Earth and leaves users with the ability to have an impact on its future. This experience shows the worth of narrative design to immersive tech and pushes the audience to consider the level of energy consumption and eco responsibility. In the last slide, the users open their eyes in a world in which natural sunlight is almost over. The crisis is introduced by an AI companion, Nova. The energy on the Earth is failing. The players visit three areas, which are the industrial wasteland, lost forest, and archive chamber, where crucial information and decisions are disclosed. The climax makes user choose to restore Sun or leave Earth or to find a hybrid solution. These options build a multi-ending arc, which is determined by the moral and emotional avenues of each user. The characters of the last slide are extremely symbolic. Your AI guide Nova assists in getting through the emotional and choices process. The appearance of Lan, a missing researcher in holographic form, encourages one to think. The Lightbound are memory guardians who are semi organic. The settings, a dirty wasteland to a dying AI ruled forest, reflect the inner experience of the user. The spaces are considered as puzzles and containers of narrative aimed at transporting the users to a multisensory and emotionally charged enclosure. There are puzzle solving activities, soulful choices, and co authored narratives in the VR. Agency is simulating by having the users engage with the light based props, read verbal prompts aloud, and physically move in order to make choices. The example of the lost forest can be given as their users talk to the dying trees and run on the dying information. The archive chamber will have QR him her clues. Such a kind of involvement causes not only the immersion of the story, but also makes it very personal, as its user consumes it differently. Physical objects portray the environment and spaces. A dark city model shot in LED lighting is called the industrial wasteland. The lost forest is accomplished in flickering green paper trees. The archive chamber consists of shoeboxes, coded messages, and mirrors in order to create an illusion of data archives. To make the low tech representation tangible, we employed such prompts as glow sticks, puzzle boxes, and etc. These symbolic items assisted in guiding emotional revealing even without an actual headset. The user testing was carried out through a Mentimeter in form of the question addressing emotional immersion, the favorite scenes, and improvement ideas. It was suggested that audio should be made more emotional and the explanation of some instructions should be made easier. Because of that, I included more explicit directional signs, better light transition, and new prompt cards. This feedback loop made the experience go more easily and to be more organized emotionally speaking, and it demonstrates why user testing plays a critical role in immersive storytelling design. This project taught me that VR storytelling is not only a matter of technology, but it is more about creating meaningful experiences. I also got to know the influence of environmental cues, sound, and agency on user emotion. I also understood that there is a vital contribution of user feedback to the maintenance of interactivity and cleanness. The last slide demonstrates that even resorting to the low-tech tools, it is possible to find the ways out to produce strong effects and deliver the immersive words that suggests reflections and discussions of the real-world issues. The following are APA handlebars that were involved in informing the narrative format, immersion design methods, and principles of interactivity of this project. I also provided the links to the tools I used during the classes, Mentimeter to gather the feedback, Canva to create this presentation as it is, and open source tools to model and test. All the links will open in a new tab so that it could be easier to access them. Such sources played an imperative role in making my story and design choices based in academic study and practical viability. Thank you.